So now we'll try to understand the synchronization example with a simple use case. So I've created the classes already. So I will just walk you through all this. So you will have the fair idea how the things are working, and you can also download all these samples. I will put the link in the description. So let's start. So I have created a class called shared. This is a very simple example. So I have declared a variable called x. Now I've created a synchronized method which name is so it will receive two parameter. So first is string s and second is integer a, and I will put that integer variable value into the x, and I will print a statement called system.out.println starting in method s and the value of x. So then I will put the thread into sleep for a second, and then again I will call the ending from method as the name of that particular thread. You will understand when I will show you these classes, and the value of x. So now I have created a thread class called custom thread that will extend the thread as I shown you in the previous synchronization discussion. So here is the reference of shared class called s, and this is the public constructor of custom thread class. It has two parameter, shared s and string str. So I will pass this string variable to superclass, to the thread class. So basically this would be the thread name, and then I will, because both the variable name are same, so I will just assign this dot s equals to s, and I will start the thread from here. As I explained in earlier example also, you can also start the thread from the constructor as well. So I will start from here only. Now this is a very simple run method, s dot show, and I will call the thread dot current thread dot get name. I will just print the thread name, and I will pass a value called 10. Same way, so this is a very simple class, just a constructor and a method calling, that's it, of the shared class. Now with the I have also created a class called custom thread 1. Same thing, just value is the different. Here I am passing the value 20, there I was passing the value 10. Same with the custom thread 2 class, I am passing the value 30. So there are three thread class I have created. So these classes will actually try to share and execute the share class object, and I will run these classes from this method run sync. So run sync is a class where we have the main method. I have just created the shared class object, and I pass the same object in all the class, and name I have put the different 1, 2, 3 for all the class. I didn't call the start method here because I have already called the thread.start method with the constructor only. Hope this is clear. Now I will try to run this, and we'll see the output. So you can see first which one called, method 1 called, I mean thread 1 called with value 10, and then it ended first, and then the thread 3 got the cycles of processor and the lock as well, and they executed, they ended, and then the thread 2 got the cycles of processor and lock as well of that particular object, and then they executed. So there is no data corruption here, all the data in the order. First, whichever thread will first get the cycles of processor and the lock of object, they will first complete their execution, then the other threads will get the cycles of processor and lock, and then they will complete their execution, and then the other thread will get and execute their operations. So this is the simple example of synchronization, and this is how the synchronization works in Java.